I just left the honey hole, but it was blowing like 900. I wanted to come over here and demonstrate y'all something to help the average fisherman out. You know, lures cost a lot of money. I make lures and I sell lures. I'm just here to tell you, I'm going to show you a little way. So how I test my lures, I'm lucky in where I live and where my shop is. I'm 2 seconds away from just getting in the truck, driving to the bridge to the best fishing ever. But there's times when I'll go 30, 40 miles from town, catch a ferry. I'm over in the river. I got 5 or 6 blank colors, just like this in my truck, already rigged up with hooks and everything. And I'll go down and I'll fish a couple lures that I've made already, common colors. And if I don't get anything, the water I fish here is stained. So to me, if it's 3 foot deep, there's not a lot of light getting to the bottom. It's still lit up. And what I have done is I will take fingernail polish, all sorts of colors, okay? Whatever I think that's gonna look good in the water, because in this brackish water, if you're somewhere where there's brackish water, you can take these lures, and I'm guaranteeing you this. Check this rig out. I'm calling this the Disco Biscuit. But what I'll do is I'll sit in my truck and I'll paint 5 or 6 of them with fingernail polish. I'll put hardener on it and I'll set them up in the windshield, hang them up from the ceiling, let the hot air come up from the windshield and dry them. Smell's completely gone away, but you can have yourself a custom lure in like 3 seconds. So if you ever get any lures that are beat up and you don't like the color of them, whatever, you can always take fingernail polish. I'll sand them down a little bit, take fingernail polish, do it in any color you want. Come back with the hardener. I do 7 coats of nail hardener. And let me show you what I do. I set this rig just like this. I got me a little heater here in the shop. So I'll take the heat. Every clear coat, I'll set it down here and let it harden. This is when I'm doing them. So what I do is when I'm out testing them and I find a sequence of fingernail polish that works, then, sorry about the zinc. Look at that popping right there, boys. And when you're in brackish water and a trout or a drum sees that, I've caught bass on them, but I'm just telling you, I love trout fishing and drum fishing. And I just wanted to show you, get yourself some fingernail polish, do your lures right where you're fishing at, any color. I buy blanks, I make blanks, I buy these blanks. I'm not a topwater fan, but anyway, let me show you what I'm dealing with. You can go to Tide Life 252 Shopify and check out all the ones that I'm making. I got 3 general colors in the shrimps, but I can paint them or customize them any way you want. I'll come in and I put holes right behind here. I'll heat up a rod. This is what I do. This is an old stitching rod. I'll heat it up with my little torch and I'll put a hole in each side of it to fill with water. And you can get out into some strong currents and really get down to where they're at. Like I said, if you're fishing brackish water, and this is all done with fingernail polish. I do this when I'm at a bridge and I'm fishing. If I'm not catching nothing, I'll go up and get one of my blanks. I'll whip up some colors together. Like I said, I'll dry them and go use them. Look at this rig right here, boys. If you're in some stained water and a trout sees that, it's over with, because a little light is down there. That's why I call it the Disco Biscuit. It's bouncing off, and I know this because I put GoPro down there and pulled this bite and seen it. So you haven't got to be a big professional badass to do your own lures, okay? I've just figured out a technique how to fish these lures that I'm making that is just incredible. I never put a hook in my middle one here. This is my 3-hook twitch bait that I use. But I never put a 3rd hook in the middle because it's just easy to get caught up because I fish the shallows. Something else I'll do, I'll come in and sand that bill down. I get a piece of sandpaper, sand the bill down on that sucker, and it goes from swimming in 4 to 6 foot of water to a foot of water. Anyway, please subscribe. I'll do all kinds of videos. Basically want to teach the average Joe how to fish. I don't fish. I consider myself as a catcher. I smash fish in the face every day. Put them back in the water safe, but I do. Look, right here. Got many of these citations for speckled trout. Subscribe to an old man, I'll teach you some shit.